Today I'm going to talk about how a normal 48-hour fast from food actually turned into one of my best dopamine fasts I ever had, with results that even I found hard to believe. And the funny thing here is that I wasn't even planning on making it a dopamine fast at first, but then, well, stay with me here and I'll share exactly what happened.
Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Yeah, a real voice and person behind this video, who has been involved in the porn addiction community for 13 years now and helped hundreds of guys quit for good. So if you don't like all these fake AI videos out there, consider subscribing.
Alright, so last week I decided to do a 48-hour fast from food, to get all those nice fasting benefits, and also because, well, I've been eating a bit too much junk lately, so I just felt I wanted to do it. On my first day, I started my morning as usual with some cardio and a bit of journaling, after which I started to work on my online projects. Now, what you'll quickly find when you are not eating anything is that you instantly have so much more time, because, well, you don't have to plan what to eat that day, you don't have to go shopping, you don't have to cook, and you don't have to clean up after you're done. So I got done with my work pretty quickly that day, and then I started thinking, man, this is great, I have so much free time here, and I was just about to go to YouTube to do some recreational surfing. But then it hit me, wait a minute here now, why don't I make this a dopamine fast and make it even more healthy for my brain? So even though it was only 2 p.m. I actually shut down my internet and my phone. So there I was, boom, and I started thinking, alright, so what should I do now then? Well, why not continue being kind to my brain here and go meditate? Sure enough, I sat down and meditated for 30 minutes. When I was done with that, I sat down and wrote a bit in my journal, making some small plans for the future. And when I was done there, I took another meditation session, just a short one, maybe 20 minutes or so. Then I took a nice 2-hour-long walk in the woods, and when I came back home, I did yet another short meditation session. I started feeling better and better during the day, so when I went to bed that night, I thought to myself, wait a minute here, why don't I take a complete break from my online work tomorrow and do a 100% technology-free day? And I actually did that. And boy, let me tell you, without any food and without any work and without any phone, I now suddenly had a lot of time on my hands. And so then I went, wait a minute here, what if I would try to meditate all day long in sessions? And I did. During the whole second day, I only meditated, went for a walk, did some small journaling, and I must have meditated maybe 15 sessions during that day, ranging anywhere from 10-minute sessions to maybe 50 minutes or so. Now here's the thing, when I broke my fast at 6 p.m. that day, I ate a big salad with some tuna and it tasted amazing. But here's where it gets really interesting. After I broke my fast, I went out shopping for some clothes, and let me tell you, when I was walking around in the store, it was like all of my senses were on a whole new level. I felt almost like Bradley Cooper in that movie Limitless, and on top of that, I was so happy, and it felt like I was, radiating positive energy out of every pore. Now, here comes something even more interesting. It was not like I was jumping around or anything like that. In my opinion, I just acted normally. But here's the thing, people noticed. I was just walking around there, trying clothes, and there were several girls who turned their head and looked at me, and some of them even locked eyes with me and gave me a big smile. Now, this doesn't happen to me very often, let me tell you. Not even on my normal retention streaks. At least not to this level, because I'm just an average looking guy. But that day, after I broke my fast, it happened so many times that it almost blew my mind. Okay, so it's not like I'm a naive person either, and I do very well understand that things like that could have been a coincidence, and maybe I just happened to pass other people who also felt extra good that day, and so smiles were exchanged. I'm fully aware of that, and as a guy who's very down to earth, I don't really like all that talk about vibrations and energy and stuff like that, but I still have to say, oh man, well, I have to admit that at least it felt like people could sense my energy. Now again, I'm not claiming that they did. I'm just saying that was what I felt like. Everyone checked me out more than usual that day, both men and women. Now, if you are wondering what day I was on NoFap right then I don't even know. All of my long-term subscribers know that the last time I relapsed to adult sites was in January 2019. And for me, that's the most important thing, to stay away from those. But then, as far as the retention goes, I do that one in cycles, on and off, and most of the time I don't really count days there. But I would guess that I perhaps was on day 30 or something like that evening in the store. And also, that super amazing feeling did unfortunately not stay elevated 100% like that going forward. I would say that it went something like this right here. It did go down during the following days. However, it still landed above where I was prior to the start of the dopamine fast. So yeah, if you haven't got any of the so-called NoFap benefits yet, then perhaps you too could consider doing something like this. But do be a bit careful with fasting if you're not used to it. Don't just start with a 48-hour fast, but build up to it with a few practice fasts first, right? I hope you found this interesting, and as always, if you need my help with your NoFap journey, the info on how to find me is right under the video if you want some coaching or some help.
And if you ever wondered how long your reboot is going to take and what factors play a part in how quickly you'll recover, then take a look at the video you see on the screen right here, because over there you'll discover some truly fascinating things, right? This is Scandinavian Bob signing out for today. Consider giving me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.